we're talking about what toughness really looked like, we also had to talk about what fans actually want. Now, Bobby Green recently he was in an interview with Dominic Cruz. He had a strong point against or a strong opinion regarding Islam Makhachev and Khamzat Chimaev or how their title fights are horrible. And this opens up a bigger debate because what you're really asking is control boring or is at the highest level of skill? Are fans chasing excitement or excellence? Because you can always have both. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like fans chase excitement for sure.
Because a lot of fighters they look for excellence. It seems not just in MMA, but even other sports. Whenever a team is dominant, you tired of the team. They start hating. You see that with the Patriots. You see with the Kansas City Chiefs. You see with the Yankees, Dallas Cowboys. You see the different dominance that are Anderson Silva. He was good at one point, but it starts him when he's gonna lose. Jon Jones is also that is a fair assessment. Everybody wants to see him lose because he's being an asshole. Not so much his dominance,
Right.
but it feels like most of the time, his fighters are the ones that chase excellence, not so much the fans, because they want to see excitement. See sort of competition. If somebody's really dominant, they want to see him lose eventually. Mike Tyson, you see how dominant he was. People were complaining about they were losing money paying pay-per-views when he only was fighting one round.
Really?
Yeah. So whose fault is that? You should something you should admire. Somebody
Right.
being able to do something like being that dominant. Yeah, usually fighters want to about Bobby Green on the competitor side. You want to see an athlete that's good like that. I'm not sure he has a strong opinion because he got dominated by Islam Makhachev or not. Because he's supposed to fight him when he fought him whenever Oliveira pulled out of one fight. Charles Oliveira. That's what Islam Makhachev fought Bobby Green. He's on a 3-5 winning streak. I know 3-5 winning streak. That's what he. It feels like he can talk reckless like that about Islam Makhachev. But it's admirable to see somebody that being dominant in their sport.
Yeah. Usually it shows a knowledge or a dedication to the art or a grit. There's something, there's some trait that's admirable, maybe multiple. But yeah, people just want to see movement and action and, blood, basically.
Yeah, because there's a pattern of fighters whenever they become dominant, they go into the decision rather than going for finishes. George Rush St. Pierre, his nickname was Rush because he will finish people. But once he became dominant, he started winning decisions because he wanted to drag people into the deep water. You had that as your secret weapon. If you have the cardio for it, not a lot of challenges 5-5 minute 5 rounds. You have that experience, you have to use that as a weapon. But yeah, it's good to see excellence in whichever sport there may be, because not everybody can do it. It's only at the top for a reason.
I feel like more people are capable of just brawling, like going out there and being tough and hitting, swinging, but it definitely, it does take a different caliber to be dominant on top of that.
Yeah. Especially the upper echelon, people to dominate, people that are, I mean, Khamzat Chimaev, what he did to DDP, Dricus Duplessis, for 5 rounds, just run him out. Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, we talked about him earlier. He's able to dominate him in fight. In Islam Makhachev, he just does to most people. But he has some sort of striking that he's able to get his entries in. The stereotypical takedowns guy. Because I noticed Khamzat Chimaev, he does shoot with his head down a lot of times. He dives in there, which is not good. But if you're really strong, you're able to get away with it.
Yeah.
I'm not able to do that with somebody like Paulo Costa, bigger guy.